Hey y'all, back again one more time. Today, don't forget to make it happen for yourself. Listen, y'all ain't bought no t-shirts in a while. I'm gonna have these forever. T-shirts, $20. Make it happen for yourself. Make it happen for yourself. Get at me, email me, cash at me, do all the things, right? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of my social media stuff is down in the description box, as well as my email and cash app, okay? I got on here to talk about a dating story, y'all. A dating story, right? I ain't did one in a minute. Got to keep y'all up with the dating life, okay? Now, first of all, let me just say this. I'm single because I don't settle. I need to put that on a t-shirt. I'm single because I don't settle. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm single because I don't settle, right? And, I done talked to a couple guys like, what's wrong with you? Why you single? You this, you that, you this. Why you single? Well, because you Negroes don't act right, right? And I had a long conversation with one of my girlfriends yesterday. Like, I may have 9, 10 good close girlfriends, right? Close, like sisters, right? My girls, I can call up. We can cry, we can argue, we can pray, we can change money, whatever, right? I ain't talking about all my girlfriends out in the world and associates. I'm talking about my close girls, right? Only one of them is married. I keep telling y'all that. And that's because she got him back in 82, 83, 84, sometime back, when they were still making them good. See, they don't make them good no more. But anyway, I'm about convinced. My friends have had a conversation with the conglomerate, and my friends have suggested I need to date younger. And one of my girlfriends said, reason being, which make a lot of sense, is that men of a certain age have always done the same thing. It's hard to change them now, right? But as a human, you have to evolve and change as life goes on. A lot of people stay stuck. They don't change, they don't evolve, they stay just like they are. And that's the problem, right? And so I need somebody vivacious and, ready to do. What we doing? What we going? That's what I'm used to. That's who I am. That's my personality. Anyway, that's what I do. I'm the one to get it started. Let's go, right? Or I do my own thing and my friends follow, they don't, or whatever. I just do my own thing. I've always been like that, right? So I'm not ready to just sit on the couch and die. That ain't happening, right? So anyway, I met a gentleman. Nice looking. Now, let me tell y'all something. Because my friends say I need to be open, I will entertain a conversation with somebody that exactly not my type physically. I don't care what nobody say. It's physical first. Ain't nobody looking into nobody's mind like, ooh, he got a nice mind. Ain't nobody doing that. It's physical. It's always physical. Quit lying and saying it ain't. It is, right? I am attracted to dark men, period, right? Dark men. I'm a tall girl, 6 feet or better. I really like 6'2", 6'3", and up. That's what I really like, right? As I'm 5'9", I put on some heels, I'm 6 feet. So I like big black men, right? I need you to be over 225, preferably, right? That's what I like. Mandingos, right? You can be 5'11". We make, everybody like what they like, right? I just can't date a dude 5'7", 8'9", none of them. I can't date none of them tinks because I'm going to look funny with them. I'm going to look funny. They may look good. I'm going to look funny, right? I'm already a tall girl. Anyway, dude was a nice guy, but this is my dilemma too. I'm going to say he grew up suburban. Nothing wrong with that. But you have to be well-rounded when you get a certain point in life. You got to know about a lot of things, a lot of different people and a lot of cultures and all of that, right? And he had been previously dating white girls. White girls, don't be mad at me. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. And I've always said that when I meet someone that has dated a white girl, he couldn't possibly like me. I'm definitely not what he likes because I am a dark, let's see how I want to describe myself. Hooded, I'm a dark hood, can be ratchet, intelligent, sophisticated lady. Okay? I ain't going to fit the profile of what you have been with. I'm not, right? So he insisted, okay, all right. I said, well, you're going to get a crash course on black women, right? Now, this is a black man. But he grew up in an area that I have to research. Must be pretty prominent and nice. Now, the church I'm going to is actually in this area, the church that I belong to, right? Well, not belong to, that I've been attending. So anyway, he has kids. So he's into the white girls. He went to school where it was 70% white. So, of course, he likes the white girls. He ain't even see the black girls. So I said, well, have you ever dated? Now, he in his 50s. He said, 1 or 2. That ain't enough to be trying to step up to fast black. That ain't enough. That ain't enough. But okay, you insist. His personality, I was like, man, he was so bubbly, so energetic. So I said, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. But I know that it's not going to work. But I'm going to give it a shot because I told him, if nothing else, we could be friends. We like to do the same kind of stuff. We could be friends. I need a guy, friend, right? I missed that from home, right? So he said, okay. So, but listen to me, y'all. This is where it gets weird. He says, now he lives far from me, like 30 minutes away, right? He lives in Powder Springs. He said, he wants, this is what always gets me. Don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing to me. If you don't want, I ain't in the 9th grade. I don't want a boyfriend. I need a grown man or a husband, a partner, companion. Don't step to me. And so anyway, he said, after a couple conversations, he said he's not, I don't want to use the word ready, but I think he could have said, or not ready for a relationship. But he likes me so, and we like have fun on the phone and this and that. And we had planned a date for yesterday. He likes me so that he doesn't want to lose the friendship. He wants to know if, and this is when I said you skip some steps. If we were to be sexual, that I would be the only one he would have sex with, and he would be the only one I would have sex with. But he doesn't want a commitment. That's number one, right? So, okay, I'll let that conversation go because we're not even on the level of sex. And I had told him that. He said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Because he said something else that I thought was too sexual too soon. And I said, bruh, you're skipping steps. You're skipping steps. We not there. Right? Matter of fact, I think he said something about, he said a couple things that was off-putting. He said, what did he say? And I said, you skipping steps. I cannot remember, but when I remember, I'll let y'all know. But he said something that was off-putting, and I checked it. Because he texted, and I checked it right away. I can't listen, I don't let nothing slide. Because if you let it slide and they think you're okay with it and it'll get worse or they'll keep going, I'm going to let it slide. Now, does that mean you don't talk to that person no more? Maybe, probably. But I have to check it right there because this ain't who I am, this ain't that, right? So I checked it, whatever he said, and then he apologized. I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, such, right? I can't remember what it was. I have to check back. And so anyway, he said, we were going to date. We talked about this date for 2-3 days. We're going to go see Wakanda. It's a movie theater right by his house. I said, well, cool. When I leave church, because he lives in that same area, I'm sparing you because I generally want you to come get me. But since I'm going to be that way, cool. I know everybody don't have no money. You taking us to the movies. Cool. I can compromise. I'm going to meet you at your house. I said, but I'm coming from church. Is it okay if I bring my clothes and change at your house? He was like, sure. All right. Now, we've had this conversation 2 or 3 times. That night, the night before he said this, we had a conversation about that. Cool. I wake up in the morning, and I got a text that says, I'm sorry. I got to go. I had something planned with my daughter. Now, the daughter 26. She grown. I had something planned with my daughter on Sunday, and so I promised I'll make it up to you. I said I had no expectations. I don't think that you hurt my feelings or something like that. Cool, because I can go by myself. Me and my sister was going to go. I'm cool, right? So, when we did talk, and he said, well, I'm sorry, I had forgot, which I knew that was a lie. I just didn't know what the lie was, but I knew that was a lie, right? We talked about it too much. So then Maybe the next day he said, he's getting his house together. He just moved in his house, and he renting. He said it was a basement, but he got a deck. I don't know, child. And he got rooms, Anyway, it's like a little apartment. And he getting it together. So we was talking about that, getting it together, which is always a fun time to get your new place together. That's fun. And so then he said, he started naming the stuff. And he's getting everything from a thrift store or from, he said he was getting a recliner. I'm thinking he's buying a recliner. He said he was getting a recliner because, but he's not going to get it no more because his neighbor who has set it out on the curb, wherever he lived, the city, somebody said he had to move it, so he had to move it, so it's gone. So he missed out on the recliner. I said, why don't you just buy you one? Just go to the store and buy you one, right? He said, no, I find good stuff. Okay, that's a red flag. Red flag, right? Ain't nothing wrong. Listen, when I bought my house, I went to thrift stores. I did all of that, right? I just ain't really getting nothing up off the curb. But I then went to thrift stores and got good stuff. Some stuff I still have in my house now, or I had it when I sold my house and the person who bought it got it, right? So he said he's getting his, he ain't getting every class. He gonna get the couch of love seat from out the paper somewhere. I'm gonna say Craigslist, somewhere like that, right? And he could only get it on Saturday because that's when his friend got the truck. Okay, all right. So you getting everything from everywhere, right? So then he says, I'm thrifty. Right there, when he said thrifty, I said, oh, he's cheap. I had asked him a few days before because he had said something. And I said, are you cheap? Are you a cheap guy? Like, because I want to know if you don't date, ain't no need of me talking to you. You're not going to date me and court me. There's no need of me talking to you. That's what I'm on, right? I ain't on no come on my house and watch TV. I'm going to your house and watch TV. I'm too old for that. I am not in the 9th grade, right? So he said, that day he said, no, I date, I send flowers, I'm that guy. I send flowers to your job, I do this, okay. But you sounded cheap. And a couple conversations later, you sounded cheapy. So then he said, listen, cheap is different than broke. I'll go into that in a minute. So he said, well, I'm thrifty, and shoot, and this and that and that and that. So he started talking cheap talk, right? So I said, do you not date? Do you not believe in that? I asked him again. He said, no, that's what I do. But it's just that I got stuff being taken out of my check. So I said, well, that's why you didn't want to go to the movies, because you didn't have the money. Because I had told him that day, I said, they're able $15 to go to the movies, $7, $7.49, $7.49, $15, right? I ain't never been big on the snacks because they cost too much. I can go in there and put them in my purse, eat them in there, like I did a couple weeks ago. So he said, well, no, I got stuff taken out of my check, and I'm just not ready, and this and that and that. Okay, now I know you cheap. But you want me to be the one that you have sex with that we ain't ready for. We ain't even on that level. It's levels to this, bro. You got to earn that spot. So then he says, he's getting his house fixed up, and would I come help him? I said, probably if you come get me. He said, what's wrong with your car? So you want me, let me get this right with your cheap self. You want me to use my gas to come 30 miles to you and drive back to help you. That's what you want me to do. And in the meantime, so either somebody called me or something happened with my phone, right? So now we had already discussed, I said, we're just going to be friends. I said, because he said, well, I'm not ready. And then why would you approach me then? He said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not ready. He said, what he thought was I was going to be cool with being the sex girl. I was going to be cool with that. You ain't going to give me no commitment. You ain't going to do nothing. We ain't going to date. I'm just going to come and pleasure you. That's what you thought in your corny country kind of way, right? And just because you said it nice don't mean that's what it's cool and that's what it's going to be. So I explained that to him. Like, I'd like to have fun and do stuff. And you said you did too. Now it's your money ain't together. But you like me, you want to be with me, you don't want to let me go, you don't want to stop me and talking to me because you like me and it's fun and so on and so forth. But you don't want to do nothing, you don't want to spend a dime. That ain't me. Wrong girl, right? So after that conversation, I'm trying to think, that was maybe Saturday, because I worked. After that conversation, Today is Monday, right? After that conversation, I was like, I don't see us going on. And I explained to him, we can be friends. It's okay. We can be friends. He doesn't want to be friends. So he said, well, I don't know how I could be around you and you just want to be my friend and I'm attracted to you. Let me tell you what else he said I just thought about. So when he said he was attracted to me, he said he was attracted to me. This was early on. First conversations, he was attracted to me. I said, well, that's cool. That means it's a connection. There's something I said about a connection. He texted me back and said, I don't know about a connection, but it's an attraction. It's two different things. You got to listen closely when dudes are talking to you, right? Because they're telling you who they are. You would only connect with a white woman, and I said that to him. You're attracted to me because I'm something different that you ain't had, but you would only connect with a white woman. He never responded to that, right? Listen, when people are talking to you, listen. When they show you who they are, believe them. Our problem as women, I used to do it, I don't do it any longer because I dissect everything you say to me, is that we overlook some things when they already told you who they was. They already told you. You already told me you like white women and you cheat. Why would you like me, a gold-digging black girl? Why? Right? So, that was Saturday. Sunday, I didn't talk to him. He called me. I didn't answer. I didn't want to answer. Right? I don't even want to talk to you anymore. We can be friends, but we have to get to a friend level. You serve no purpose for me, sir. You know, we can kiki ha-ha on the phone if I choose to. But with black men, like I told y'all before, when you put them in a box, you got to let them know that they're in that box. I'm not going to talk to you every day, 2, 3 times a day when I know that we're not going to do nothing but be friends. Because that's messing with your mind. Even though you heard me say it, still in your mind, you think there's a chance that we could be something more. And you're going to keep trying, right? You're going to keep trying. I don't want to do that, and I don't want to have to keep explaining myself. I didn't block him or anything, but he probably got the message and won't call me anymore because I don't understand for the life of me. And he's not the first guy that said this. Well, I'm just not ready for it. Why talk to me? You approach me. You approach me. I didn't approach you. You approach me. Don't approach a woman if you're not ready to be around a woman or be with a woman. Don't approach her. Or approach her with your intentions. Hey, listen here. Listen here, Jackie. I just want sex. I'm not gonna date you. I can't promise you nothing. I ain't gonna help you. Nothing's gonna happen. But I'm gonna have sex with you. And one time he said something so stupid, I repeated it back. I said, I want you to hear what this sounds like. What you just said to me. And he apologized again. Like, you can't just talk stupid to me and think it's gonna go past my head. No, right? So he was the cheap, corny dude. He was corny. He had been, because I asked him, I said, when we first started talking, I said, you know, he was talking about these white women. I said, have you ever been cussed out by a black woman? He's like, no, I've never done nothing to be. I said, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the things that you were saying to me, I know that it's been working for you somewhere. Those things have been working for you somewhere. Oh, you wouldn't have said them. Right? It just don't work for me. You know, I am positioned where I need to be, and I'm waiting on the right one to come. I will talk to everyone until I no longer talk to you, right? If I meet a guy, he wants to talk to me, I will talk. But you never know. I meet a lot of interesting guys. The problem is they're not willing to do what it takes to be with me. I can't have that. I can't. And you shouldn't either. Ladies, you shouldn't either, right? I don't care because he cute, because he all that dumb stuff when he using your 20s, that don't work now. You grown woman, that don't work with bills. You know, and I ain't asking, listen, I know people don't have money. I ain't asking for you to pay my bills. If you can, that's wonderful. I'm asking for you to be my friend, my companion, and be my peace and my joy. That's it, right? Everything else, let's see what happens. Let's be my, and I kept explaining this to him. Let's be friends. Let's start off. That's the base. Friendship is the base. You can't start off thinking you about to have sex with me. What did he say to me? And I said, whoa. He said one time, he said, well, I haven't been with anybody in how long he said. He said, so you don't have to worry about condoms with me. Where'd that come from? You just pulled that out the sky? We ain't nobody having sex with you. And if we did, we would have used condoms for sure. Ain't nobody, what? I said, why would you say that? We ain't even on that level of that. Like, he was always out of pocket. Not always, but he was out of pocket 2-3 times. And I had to check that. Like, had he been another kind of dude and not corny, it would have showed, listen, all guys want the same thing. And that's cool. That's what you want. If you willing to give it, fine. Y'all match. Cool. I want more than that. And 9 times out of 10, your sex ain't going to be good enough to hold me no way. So you got to have more than that. Okay? Anyway, y'all, that's my dating story about the cheap, corny guy. And, he explained that, I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to make it up. How you going to make it up to me? So I hit him with when you making it up? See, because you ain't going to carry me. You can't carry me. You can't dangle this and think I'm going to follow. I said, when do you plan on making it up? How about set a date next week? Well, I can't really give you a date yet. You don't have no plans on it. What happened was I probably pressed him. And he felt pressured. He felt pressured. Right? So, my phone's ringing. Listen. And he probably felt pressured, right? But then don't keep going with it, So that's why you text me in the middle of the night when you knew I was asleep. I talked to you. You could have said that when I was talking to you. You figured out at 2, 3 in the morning that you got something to do with your daughter who's grown. And he said, I don't want to disappoint her. Okay. Well, disappoint me. That's cool. The lady you trying to get with. That's what you're supposed to do. Disappoint her. Right? Anyway, child. I'm sick of him. But what we going to do? What I'm going to do without him? What I'm going to do? Got to have one. Anyway. That's my dating story, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And what time is it? Like, share, comment, subscribe. And be cool. Stay safe. All right?